Slate down. Go for it.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the TMZ Afternoon Podcast. I'm Devin Raw here with Tony.
Yeah, this is different, man. What's up, Devin?
I was going to say we have Tony, who I normally am looking at while we do the podcast, and now you're next
This
to
is
me.
different, man.
It is. I like it, though.
Me too,
I'm
I've been filling in this week with Branson as well, and I'm more than happy to, be doing another episode.
Yeah, no, we definitely have some good stories that we have put up on the website since this morning.
Yes.
So we'll get into briefly this indictment where obviously we covered heavily the Don Lemon situation at the church in Minnesota. Now a ton of other people have gotten indicted and are going to be arrested today.
There's some interesting details in here too. A couple alleged quotes we about this case too that we can get into.
Yeah, so we'll get into that. I don't think we spoke this morning about all the drama yesterday with a story coming out that Pink and Carrie Hart were separating, then her going on Instagram saying, news to me, it's all BS. And now turns out we found out that she could be the replacement for Kelly Clarkson.
That's nuts. I mean, we'll get into it, but Pink, I think she might be a good replacement for Kelly.
Yeah, they definitely are interested. I know she's guest hosting starting next week, so we will get into the details on that. And then finally, there's some lunatic in Sacramento that's been hanging out of this car.
Guys, wait till we show you guys this video. If you haven't seen it, you will be just jaw to the floor. Wait till we show you this.
Yeah, so we'll do play-by-play, and you'll get our commentary on this lunatic who was arrested in Sacramento. So yeah, you guys can stay tuned.
You're from Sacramento, right?
No, so I'm from here. I have a ton of family that lives in Sacramento.
Got you.
Yeah. So I'm up there a lot, and my wife is from the area.
Got you.
I have strong ties, but I don't have ties to this guy.
Thank goodness.
So for starters, Don Lemon. So you guys remember, obviously, it was a huge story. Yes. He was, journalists out there, and all those protesters went into the church. He was saying he was documenting the whole thing as a journalist. Obviously, he ended up getting indicted and arrested here in LA. At the time, they had arrested a few of the other people who were involved. So the update is they're going to make a ton more arrests.
This is nuts.
Because obviously, you guys saw the videos and stuff. There was a lot of people that were protesting that were a part of this group that showed up at the church. So federal prosecutors have just filed new indictments that 30 additional people that were involved in that whole church storming, that they were called agitators, they're going to be arrested as well.
So this happened today, or
yes. So we just got these documents today. I believe they were just filed today. So yeah, so at the time you kind of thought maybe they were just, they had arrested other people, but obviously you thought, Don Lemon hates Donald Trump. He was making an example of him, and he was the one who was arrested at some, in his hotel at an award show. But turns out that they're taking this pretty seriously, and they're basically arresting everyone who was involved.
A lot of people think this is politically motivated, and to an extent, you can't really blame them for that, especially going on with our current state of politics. But there was something else that was interesting in this indictment that prosecutors are alleging that one protester allegedly disrupted the service by chanting, "This ain't God's house, this is the house of the devil." And this protester also allegedly said, "Do you know your parents are Nazis? They're going to burn in hell." And if that is true, this is where we get into the interpretation. Do we think are they wrong? Are they right? I'm just wondering, how have we gotten here, man?
Yeah, this whole thing, I just stand by the same thing I said from the jump with this whole thing. You're allowed to protest in this country.
Yeah.
Do it outside. They could have done
agree.
It outside the
Solely
church
agree.
if they didn't go in the church, and you can argue whether or not they were disrupting or not. If these quotes are true, they're clearly disrupting a church service, and unfortunately, that's against the law, which is why all these people are being arrested.
Yes.
Whether you are on Don's side is a whole separate thing.
Yes, I think that's important to point out that from a freedom of press journalistic standpoint, Don Lemon, separating him from the protesters who went in, I think that's an important distinction to make too, because for Don Lemon, I don't think he did anything wrong other than cover the protest, because that's what reporters are supposed to do. He was chasing the story, But as far as the agitators go, if this is all true,
Yeah, I mean they're definitely in some trouble. I think Don is ultimately going to get out of this because he was a journalist. I don't know if they're going to be able to prove that he was somehow in cahoots with the protesters, agitators, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, so that's an update on that story. So obviously some people are getting arrested.
Yeah.
Which is a shitty way to go into your weekend.
Really? Yeah, dude. I'm really wondering where this is going to go. If this is going to go anywhere, I don't see. You can't see him possibly getting. Like,
no, he's not going to do. He's not going to do any jail time. He's got some high profile attorneys. So we will move on to
Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson. Yeah, you want to talk about this?
Yeah. So reportedly, Pink is the potential replacement for Kelly Clarkson on the Kelly Clarkson show. Excuse me. According to the source, producers really like her. Apparently, she has what it takes. They're crossing the producers are crossing her fingers to hopefully have her as a potential host. And I mean, I don't know too much about Pink other than her old
Dude, she had some good songs.
Dude, she had some bangers.
Yeah, she did. I'm not a big I know the song guy, but I fucked with Pink back in the day.
Yeah. What's that one song? I'm still a rock star.
Oh, so you just get in front of the camera and you start singing, bro?
I can't sing, but I mean that's a banger though.
No, it is a good song. So essentially what's going on here is she's obviously, as we discussed, Kelly had announced that she was ending the show and was no longer going to be a part of it. Obviously, it's a huge time slot for NBC. They want to keep the momentum going, so it's only right that they'd find someone to fill her shoes. Up to this point, we had no idea if they were going to go on with the show, whether they were going to target someone to replace Kelly. And what we're being told is, so Pink is guest hosting for Kelly right now. And it's kind of almost like a trial run. Like they're really looking at her and considering her. And at least what we're being told is she is the front runner to basically, I guess, be the Pink show, because it wouldn't be the Kelly Clarkson show.
I mean, have you watched the Kelly Clarkson?
I'm not exactly the audience for like the daytime talk show.
Me neither. But like. Apparently people really like her, and I think she was on for how long?
A long time, and I know she does like her what did she call it? Karaoke. Someone told me about today. So I mean, Pink can obviously sing her ass off. Is a great singer, so she could continue that tradition. I mean, Pink's cool. I mean, I feel like she kind of has been out of the spotlight a little for a while.
You don't really hear. I'm assuming she's probably releasing some new music, but like you said, I haven't heard from her in a while.
No, she pops up every now and then. She's in the news because she actually she's a nominee to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So she's been having like a huge week with is she separated from her husband? Doesn't appear so.
How did those rumors start?
So a report, an outlet put out a report that said they had sources that they had separated. They've broken up a few times, her and Carrie Hart, her husband. So it was kind of shocking because they've been married for 20 years, but at the same time not shocking. And then she releases like a whole statement or a video on Instagram being like, oh, it's news to me and my kids, and I kind of deflected and was talking about all these other news that's going on in the world that people should be focusing on, which is kind of a red flag to me that maybe something is going on.
Yeah.
And who knows, if she does take this this job, it's filmed in New York. I don't know where she currently lives, but I mean, maybe it could be causing something with her. I don't know where they live. That's the thing. But she's going to have to live in New York. Maybe Carrie Hart doesn't want to live in New York. Who knows?
And Kelly Clarkson, the main reason why she's not going forward is because as the show has just been a lot, correct?
Well, she won. I think she's citing. I mean, obviously, I think a big part of it has to do with her ex-husband passed away, and she's focusing on her family, and I don't think wants to work Monday through Friday, which I get all that. Yeah. Obviously, Pink has kids, so she. I don't know if she's interested, but NBC's interested in her. Yeah. And by her wanting to guest host makes me think she wants the job. So.
I think she might be a good replacement. We'll see.
I think she could be good. Yeah. I think she could be good. I mean, you clearly wanted to talk about this viral video of this man hanging out of a car in Sacramento.
One is a strong word. I just think that just the shock value of this clip, guys. I'm going to play it now. There's no sound. We're just going to talk over it. Basically, this guy in Sacramento likes hopping on cars, apparently.
So I need some context. So the guy is being dragged. It looks like that car's going about 40 miles an hour.
Yes. So apparently he did this on 3 separate vehicles. He liked Just I don't know. I don't know.
So
why.
he's just jumping on random people's cars.
I think so.
I was when I first watched this video, I thought like that the driver was like one of his buddies. And he's hanging outside the car just trying to like make a scene. I didn't realize he's just some random dude jumping on moving cars.
Because guys, I took out the sound for this because all the guy is just saying is, oh shit, like, oh, this is crazy, yada yada this, yada yada that. Yes, a random guy just happened to film this, and he's hanging. Look, we're playing it again, but he hung off a white car, and he hung off a truck.
Dude, his feet is like dragging on, and his ass, his booty cheeks in that video, bro.
This is insane.
I didn't even see that part. It's crazy. I mean, it's crazy video. Apparently, this guy ended up getting arrested. Obviously, you can't just jump on other people's moving vehicles.
I just wonder why, though.
Some people are so dumb. Like, like if you're driving down this road and you're at a red light and this dude just jumped on your car, I literally don't know what I would do.
Yeah, what can you do other than stop? Like,
I guess I just wouldn't move my car, and if I had to go somewhere, I'd be like, I guess this guy's along for the ride.
Yeah, but like. I guess, Devin, there's no understanding, just foolishness, and that's what it seems like this guy has just done. Just like, I just thought it was crazy.
Backpack on, dude. His ass cheeks are getting scraped on the asphalt. This guy is a wild man.
Man,
well, Sacramento, beautiful place.
Yeah, I guess so.
Shout out to Sacramento.
All right, let's read some comments out, guys. Thank you guys once again for joining us. Make sure you guys subscribe to our morning podcast with Devin and Charlie. They handle it out early in the morning, and we have this one in the afternoon. So let's see what you guys had to say. As far as Don Lemon goes, one is none. 7350 says Don was involved with the planners. He knew what he was doing. I mean, from all the footage I saw, me personally, this is how I feel about it. Again, like I was saying earlier, I think he was just being a journalist, covering news like he's supposed to do, chasing the story, and I just don't see any evidence that he planned this out, but we're going to find out soon.
Yeah, I feel like with this, it just depends on if you like or don't like Don Lemon.
That's what it seems
like. If you don't like Don Lemon, you're like, oh, this guy was a part of this. He was in cahoots with them. If you like, but I feel like if you're impartial, you're like, the guy's a journalist following the story.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
Mama775 says, I love Pink's hubby. A whole bunch of who is Carrie?
Dude, why? Like, it's so funny because I was explaining to so many people like yesterday who her husband is he's done a lot, but he's most famous for being a dirt bike rider. He's the first person to ever do a backflip on a dirt bike.
What?
Yeah, in like a competition. That's what he's famous for.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was into dirt biking when I was younger.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went to those monster truck shows. You know, the big, like,
the monster jams.
Yeah, I stopped going to because it was like, dude, they're so freaking loud, man.
Super loud. I actually haven't been to those. I used to do like Supercross in Anaheim. That was usually cool. But yeah, he's famous for being like a freestyle motorcycle rider.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Last comment from Mary Brown. Pink would be awesome, but she is also getting ready to go on tour, so I don't know how that would work, but good for her.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I don't know. So I don't know if that would. Although I think they have seasons of this show where they like go
pre-tape.
Well, no, they do a season and then I think they have a bunch of time off.
Oh, okay.
So maybe if they worked around her schedule, and like I said, I don't know if she's interested. We're just saying that NBC is really looking at her as a potential front runner to replace Kelly.
According to that Instagram video she posted yesterday, she seems pretty eccentric, and I think
she's super eccentric, very opinionated. She seems cool. I feel like she has the type of personality that would be a good host.
Yeah, I agree. Sure. All right, Devin, this was cool, man.
Yeah, it's good sitting over here with you and not just like staring at you.
All right, thanks guys so much for joining us on the TMZ Podcast Afternoon Edition. See you guys tomorrow.